What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Harrison, and today we're going to be talking about Mario Kart. We're on the kind of the precipice of the Switch 2 announcement, or at least we hope so. Right now, it's about 11 o'clock on January 15th. I'll definitely have this video out later on today. So typically, with hardware announcements, Nintendo does it the evening before, if we follow their history of that stuff. So we're all just kind of patiently waiting. And while hardware is definitely fun to speculate about, and talk about, and look at, and compare to other consoles, at the end of the day, it's about games, right? The games are what sell consoles. The games are why we play video games, why we buy these consoles. So, and one game definitely comes to mind, and that is Mario Kart. I just did a video a few days ago about Animal Crossing and how I feel like that franchise needs to prove a lot to me, because I didn't love the latest entry, and I felt like they didn't really support it as well as they could. And with Mario Kart, obviously, Mario Kart 8, has had a weird kind of history. It started on the Wii U, died on the Wii U, and then they brought it back for the Switch, and it's sold incredibly well. It's like their highest selling Nintendo game ever, aside from Wii Sports, and that was a pack-in game with the Wii. So they've had an incredible sales with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I do think Mario Kart is going to launch this generation. I think it's going to be a day one title for the Switch too, um, and that's awesome. I've never been the biggest Mario Kart fan, and I'm hoping the next one can really get me into it. And here's how they can. We assume in the day of live service and battle passes and stuff like that, we know the multiplayer side is going to be heavily updated, and we'll probably have monthly events and stuff like that, I assume. But what I would like to see from the Mario Kart franchise, because we have had 8 plus, including the mobile and like the home circuit game on the Switch, we've had a ton of Mario Kart, and they're really not that, unless I'm forgetting something, they're really not that innovative, per sequel, right? They add more tracks, they added the underwaters, and I think that's been in prior games, but being able to glide underwater or paraglide, whatever the case is. They added new characters like Link into the game. I think they need to add a proper single player mode, a proper adventure mode. How cool would it be? This is how I kind of envision it: is you have different kingdoms, as they do in the Mario franchise. And you can also visit the Kirby Kingdom or the Donkey Kong Kingdom, or something like that. That way you have a bunch of different characters that are in the game, but you can drive freely around in those kind of open zone areas. 'Cause I know it's not going to be open world, but like an open zone, like in that specific kingdom, like being able to drive around, meet the characters, maybe do quests for specific characters, like you know have like mini races and stuff like that. Not and that doesn't have to necessarily be like a Grand Prix every single time. You can do like a one race with the driver. Have maybe like light RPG mechanics where you're upgrading your vehicle, and then like let's say once you unlock like the paraglider, then you can access another part of that specific kingdom and find coins and other collectibles and stuff like that. I think that could be a really cool idea. Maybe even take it to another level, and being able to get out of your vehicle. Like how cool would that be to be able to kind of run around as Mario? Now we don't need it to be, if they didn't do that, like I could understand, because then it kind of just turns into a Mario Kart, a Mario platformer with Mario Kart added in. But being able to get out and taking side quests and stuff like that, I think about stuff like Forza Horizon 5, stuff like that, where it's a open world racing game, and you can kind of drive around and do quests, as you please. Like one of my favorite racing games of all time is Burnout Paradise, and that's what you can do in that game. You can kind of just drive around the open world, and then you go and find the races and stuff like that you want to take care of. Being able to find coins to unlock skins, and characters and different carts and stuff like that. I think that could be really cool. Because at the end of the day, for me, Mario Kart, like, yes, the racing is fun, but outside of the racing, there's really nothing to do. There's no goals to do. I mean, you can do the Grand Prix, you could do multiplayer, but there's no like goals that you can really do in the game, and that's what I think that I'm personally missing from a Mario Kart game. And I think adding an adventure mode, a fleshed out adventure mode, could be a huge improvement to the franchise. Um, and I think would probably sell more because there probably are a lot of people like me that enjoy Mario Kart, but it kind of gets stale after a while just doing multiplayer over and over again. And adding an adventure mode, I think, could be a huge improvement. Not saying that Nintendo needs to do it because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe sold so well that they're probably just going to stick to the formula. But it would be cool, and I think it's important to have a conversation about that. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you guys think that is a good idea, or do you care? Do you just want the next Mario Kart entry with kind of the same rules and stuff like that? So let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel. I'll let YouTube algorithm pick one of my videos below for you guys to watch. Give it a click, and I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next video.